helpful for keynote.
นี่โอเวอร์ไดอันนี้หนึ่ง
Yeah, it really helps to give it a bit more punch. Yeah, it really helps me to play my clean notes. Let's say I want to play, I just want to play. Yeah, it helps that I want to play clean, I keep it clean, I just have it here. Yeah, so what about certain lines that say I want to punch out a bit more, I want to have more sustain, I want to have more clarity, I want to have more gain. More gain, yes, more sustain. Yeah, so this is when I use this, it really gives it a lot more gain. So you realize it becomes much more easier. A lot more gain, yeah. Realize it sustains a lot longer and it has a lot more punch to it. So this is useful for things like if a certain song has a lead line, yeah.
when we
Yes.
close it
Sorry.
how
When we turn it off.
turn it off and use only one.
Oh, you want to just use one? Yeah, it's possible to just use one as well. Yeah, but usually I will stack them. Yeah. It really depends on. There's no right or wrong. You can experiment and see what's good for your ear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So of course, I think this forms the most of my tone, my lead lines. Yeah. Like for example,
What is it?
I will go through that later. Yeah.
Oh, really?
This is all over.
Do delay.
So
Do delay ก็โดนสิ
see the punch I need. Say I didn't have that. It sounds a lot weaker. Yeah, it doesn't have the drive to, especially in a band setting. You have so many instruments. You want something that's not necessarily louder. It's not louder, but it's somehow the tone is punchier. So that's what overdrive does. Yeah, same volume. So that's my second stage. I have one more. I actually have one more. The reason for this is just for like when it's a high, it's very intense free worship. Yeah, very intense interlude. So I need something that can actually help me to drive across even more. Yeah. So that's when I have this. Yeah. So if you realize it's actually very high gain. So it really adds a lot more gain. You can hear the difference. So this is really like if I really need to, I don't always use it. So once again, the thing is having all these pedals, you don't always have to use it. It's about what's appropriate. Yeah, in the worship setting, it's about what's suitable, what's appropriate. Appropriate means yeah. Just because you have an X doesn't mean you have to always use an X to cut the fruit. Yeah. Sometimes you have to use a small knife to cut the fruit. That's more suitable. So you use the right tool for the right job. Yeah. So usually I will only use this if there really is a need to.
In the place and in the worship song, set to
Sorry.
in the place song you use what pedal.
So what pedal I decide to use really depends on the song. How do I figure out I use my ears? I have to listen to the song. I have to analyze the song and to figure out what kind of guitar tones is needed for this song. Like you listen to MP3, you can listen to their guitar. Are they? You have to try and see how are they doing it. Yeah, and figure out how do I match something along that line. Yeah. For example, like it doesn't make sense that their guitar line is very strong, but mine is like yeah.
Use this and this.
Okay, let me put that first. So it really depends on using your ear and listening, matching it. Yeah, matching what you are hearing here to what you're hearing on the edge. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so
ตอนนี้เราใช้ตัว reverb ตัวนี้กับตัวอะไรนะตัว delay นะครับเสียงออกมาเป็นอย่างเงี้ย
So as you can see, this is the kind of sound you can actually get with if you get a lot more versatility in your sound. Yeah. Otherwise, if you just have you have no reverb and no delay, you have some sound, but it's quite stuck in terms of the kind of sound you create, especially in slower songs. Yeah, slower songs. Even if there are parts, sometimes if you just have this, the sound is very in your face. It's like hit you then it's like wow, so strong. So you want something that gives you a lot more space. Yeah. So such that it actually rings up.ก็ปิด2ตัวนี้นะครับแค่โอได้ธรรมดา Something is missing, right? You feel that something is missing. It doesn't have the sustain. It doesn't blend in with the.
ไม่มีเสียงซัสเซน
Yeah. You realize it really helps my guitar to blend in with the rest of the band when I have the reverb and delay. It makes it sound like one sound rather than a lot of different sounds. The band creates one sound. I think that's the goal of the guitarist. You have to find a sound that fits in with the band. Yeah, because every band sounds different. Even if you are playing similar songs, different instruments, different speakers, different mixing, it makes the whole thing sound different. So you have to find a sound that fits in with the band, such that when you all play together, it creates one sound. Yeah. So yeah, and I found that this stuff works for me. Yeah. So I hope you see the value of a reverb and a delay pedal through this. Yeah, that it's so important to have that especially in worship music.
Yes, very good sound.
Yes.
For the worship, this is the best sound.
Yes.
Especially the song slow song.
Yes.
The best.
Yes, correct. And like what you said, praise I don't usually use so much of I still use reverb, but it's much drier. It's something like you realize I use something like a hall. Yeah. So hall is much lesser the decay and everything. So if you compare. Reduces a lot. Yeah, it's not so huge sounding anymore, which is what I want actually. Yeah, because praise faster. Yeah, but you still want some sort of ambience, not as dry. Because you thought it still makes a difference. Still has a bit of okay. Yeah, a bit. Yeah, you still want that as well. Yeah. For example, I was doing
Three, 4. Oh no, 4 together.
all this.
One. And this one.
Yeah.
5 together.
Yeah. So you realize if I try to use like a very spacey reverb, it will not sound as good. It's so strong, it drowns out my tone. So ambient. That's try to praise faster songs, I will actually cut down on that. Use a lighter one. Punch through. It's very useful to do swells. Let's say the keyboard
Yes,
is
right.
playing something. Let's say the keyboard is
The
playing
sound YouTube
like A to a D to a stuff like that.
is
So
a lot of money
instead of just like going
to have it.
so
A lot of money.
I can do a swell.
I think it's almost 30,000 baht.
Yeah.
Almost.
Once again, it works with band dynamics. Sometimes it doesn't help for it to be so jumping. Not all parts of the song need that kind of dynamics. So swells have a very nice touch to one. Yeah. Sometimes it's really about swell. Of course, the volume pedal does the same thing. You just need to tell whether you're doing this.
Okay.
Yes. Do it. I have to say that actually my volume pedal is spoiled. It's just on my board for fun at the moment. Yeah, it's down. So yeah. But imagine like, when it's actually just like a volume knob. Yeah, does exactly the same thing. So that's why I say it's good to have but not necessary. You can always use your volume. Yeah. So
You have Wawa.
yes. I don't actually have it. Good to have, not necessary. Yeah. You hear it in certain songs like Mighty to Save, Q song.
Few songs.
Mighty to Save.
Unnecessary but
I
useful.
don't know. That's
Yeah. So not all songs need it. Yeah. These are
Unnecessary but
good
useful.
to have. Yeah. But I think what is necessary is overdrives,
Overdrive.
tuner, delay, and reverb. Those are necessary.
That's all you have.
This option.
Yeah.
This is enough.
Yeah, that would be enough.
Okay, the right one.
Yeah. So I
This
think
is
that's
three
mainly
over-
for gears.
This is 3 overdrive.
Yes, yeah, 3
3
overdrive.
overdrive. 3 type overdrive.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's to stack. Yeah. So once you stack, then you get a very powerful sound.
นี่ก็เปิดพร้อมกันนะครับ เปิดพร้อมกัน 3 ตัว YouTube YouTube coming
Now you have trio drive.
Who didn't do that?
Now I have
they,
3
they,
distortion.
they don't know about YouTube
Yeah. I think overdrive is better for worship and even like for praise, right? Sometimes I can get the kind of praise sound I need just by using overdrive. Yeah, so it's actually pretty strong when I stack all of them together. Obviously, I cannot just do one. Actually, one also can. I think sometimes we think that more gain is better, but not necessarily true. Sometimes the more gain you have, the more squash you become. Because when there's a lot of gain, your frequency range really narrows a lot. And sometimes you get lost in the mix. Yeah. So actually, I just have 1 or 2 overdrive I can actually drive through. Yeah, even like sometimes you hear rock bands, right? Like even like old stuff, rock bands. You think that they have a lot of gain, but actually they don't have a lot of gain. Yeah, they just have a bit. Yeah, not a bit, but reasonable amount. Too much is no good as well. Over saturation. So I recommend that maybe you need to revisit your overdrive pedals. Yeah, I think some I can share like good overdrive pedals if you need. Yeah. But then
ใช้ดีเลย์กับรีเวิร์สแล้วก็โอเวอร์ไดรฟ์1 ตัวสร้างเสียงนี้นะครับ
let's say you want to go into the left.
You add a
that's why I play lesser. I'll go into that soon. Yeah, but the main idea is that sometimes you have more gain. Also means that you have to adjust your playing. You cannot. Doesn't sound like it fits the song. Yeah, like especially like you are good, it doesn't sound like it fits the song. So I will not play like that. Yeah, I'll adjust my playing. Exactly do I change it? That's where I'll cover a bit more now. Yeah, so I think the next part of my lesson is about chord inversions. Different ways to play a chord. Because I think as a leadership guitarist, what we have at our disposal is that we don't just play this kind of chord. We don't have to just play this kind of chord. We have a lot more things at our disposal. Oh yeah. So I'll just ask you different variations to play through different chords. Yeah. So firstly, let's say there's a way to categorize these chords. One is called A-shaped chords. Yeah. So this is how you play A, right? Let me tune the guitar, it's a bit awkward. So how you usually play A is like that. So the question is, can you play other chords similar to how you play A? Can you play other chords similar to how you play A? Yeah. Let's say I want to play a C similar to this. How do I play a C similar to this? C chord, yeah.
Simple C.
In this shape. This shape. How do I play a C in this shape? Oh yeah. Yeah.
That is C.
Yeah. And if you actually remove this finger as an A stars, right? You can actually do it here as well. This is actually a C2.
C2.
But this is like A. It's a C2. Yeah. So this is useful because it gives your sound, your chord a lot more openness. I can play for anything. Yeah, so this is one we can play. You see a C, when we see a major chord, you see, oh, I think I want to play here. I see a G chord. I think I want to play here. Because the electric guitar doesn't have to play here. You should go higher. So that you can complement the keyboard, you can complement the bass. Yeah, because when you play here, clash with the, sometimes clash with the piano, sometimes clash with the guitar. So that I don't want to play here, I want to play somewhere maybe like here. Yeah, it's the same chord, but it's like here. Yeah. You can create melodies from here. Yeah. Right. So, you know, A. And you can go up to C. C-shaped chords like this. So how do you play something like D using this shape?
D.
Yeah, using this shape.
Go over here. That is one.
So C is here, right? So you want to play something like this shape. Yeah. That means you can keep this shape. But you realize that this doesn't work because they have this note. This is an open string. Yeah. So you have to actually press this. Good at is that sometimes you can just pick out maybe this one, you can play this one. play here. Yeah. Yeah. If you have to play all that once, you play a note. So it actually goes over. So rather than like lines for your electric guitar, and at the same time it also helps you to not clash with the rest of the band. Yeah. So because I realized that sometimes we tend to play, it doesn't add a lot to the band, it doesn't give new sounds. So as opposed to something like that. Get my line ideas for lines by actually playing. If you are just trying out, just always alternate between the notes. So you have 3 notes to play with. Just try different variations. Or just realize I'm using the same 3 notes by creating lines from them. Yeah. And they sound good when you pair them up with maybe like a reverb and a delay.
Reverb and delay together.
Need more time or?
How much time do we have?
I thought I just want to do a quick demo.
This is a C, so the root note is here, this is a D, the root note is here, G, yeah, so G, like this. So I just play the root, so yeah, the thing about electric guitar is that you don't always have to play the root, because you have a bass and piano, so they play the bass for you, and you just need to play the high note. Things like that. So that's for C. Yeah. So you realize that even though I only have 3 notes, play lines. Yeah. Okay. That's not nice, right? That's cumbersome. Yeah. That's not easy. So once again, what you can do is simplify it. Let's say I want to play an E. I want to play this one, but I take on this one. So I play this. So you will need, yeah, unit. So I just actually, so I just play the 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this. So this is how you form other chords as well. So you have an E here. So that is the F, the G, this is the A, this is the E. This is a good way to play chords, other ways to play the chords. So D shape, D shape chords. Yeah. Then E. I think E is quite familiar. You want to play beyond this, you bar the whole thing, right? You want to play here, it doesn't work because you have all the open strings, so that's why you have the bar chords. Because you realize that bar chords are not very useful sometimes. So actually for electric guitar, once again, you want to occupy the higher frequencies. So I take out all these lower notes. So actually I just leave it like here. Yeah, so it's about really taking out the not important part so that it doesn't clash with the people, the rest of the band members. And then I like the notes. So G chords. I guess G in some sense. Realize G is very interesting. There's this sound. Yeah. It's actually what this chord is like it only has the 1 and third. 1, 2, 3. So you need at least 1 yeah. So this kind of sound is actually quite useful for certain type of songs, like
use the note in the scale. Right?
sorry.
You use the note in the scale.
It's a bit okay. So that's one way to play chords. I think that's about it.
เล่นแบบแยกส่วนนะครับ อันนี้ก็กลองอยู่ตรงนี้นะครับ แล้วก็เบสอยู่ตรงนี้นะครับ ส่วนกีตาร์อยู่นี่นะครับ ใช้รีเวิร์สดีเลย์แล้วก็โอเวอร์ไดร์ตัวแรก เสียงมันจริงๆ เสียงเล่นต้องใช้เงินอีก 20,000
ก้อนละหมื่น
นะ
ก้อนละหมื่นนะครับ
ต้องซื้อ2 ก้อน
ไม่ใช่อีเลมันแพงเหรอครับ
มันแพงมากว่ะไม่ใช่อีก 20,000 ซื้ออีก 2 ก้อน
ซื้อก้อนเล็กกว่านี้ก็ได้มั้งอันนี้แพง
แพงสุดเขาไม่ใช้ดิสโทชั่นเลยเขาไม่ใช้เลย
ได้เดี๋ยว
1, 2, 1, 2, roll.
ตัวพร้อมกันปิดคอมเพรสเซอร์ก็เปิดคอมเพรสเซอร์ด้วย เหมือนมีซินธิไซเซอร์อยู่ในตัว โอ้เยี่ยม
That's great.
excellent
So yeah, sometimes I'll play this, sometimes I'll play like this. Yeah.
อีเนี่ย
So this is
I did.
like a
ใช่อันนี้อีอันนี้อี
so I mentioned don't play the top half, just play the bottom half. Play the top frequencies. Yeah. So a lot of what I play was based on that. I may play it differently. I may play like
So this is a note you didn't play root note.
yeah, I didn't play. So you realize what did I play for the D? The D. I didn't play the note. So the E. Yeah, because I have the bass, he will cover the roots. I don't necessarily play the note. Sometimes I may play it, but it's not necessary. Harmony and resonance when you play the first and
And basically play almost play when they got to a part of free version. Are you always play note when the free version?
sorry.
You always play
Analog pedal the bass every day is
I will play